Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Luxor Bar. No, the Luxor Casino in the Aurora Bar. We do have some groundkeeping rules. This is the only time I will be serious throughout the evening, okay? If the servers try to get through, please let them through. They have been super kind. Don't boo the servers. They have been very kind to let us do it here. So let's all be nice and respectful, and then we can do it again. Sound good? Yeah! Awesome. Now, we have some other things to do. We want to shout out Surfshark. Thank you very much for supporting WhatCulture on our WrestleMania journey. Yeah! Who loves Surfshark? And of course, we want to thank the Luxor Hotel, we want to thank the casino, we want to thank the Aurora Bar, and we want to thank out all of the MGM Casino brand because they have allowed us to be here today. Isn't that nice of them? I think it is. Yeah! Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. You may be watching this from home and going, Simon, there seems to be a large shadow being cast on your body because look who is with me. It's my man Omos.
Viva Las Vegas! That's right, we're here for WrestleMania, courtesy of Surfshark, who are sponsoring all the content we produce from Mania, and their VPN is well worth checking out. It makes sure all of your stuff stays private and secure when you're out and about online. Plus, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, but it allows you to change your virtual location to access all of your favorite content, which means you can watch all of WWE shows on Netflix, not just Raw, but SmackDown and NXT too, with no ads, and you get to see all the bonus content us Brits get to see too. Stuff like this. If you're familiar, just click the link in the description and use code WhatCultureMania at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN.
Now, Mr. Omos, you're so big, you're going to make me look so small, so my wrestling career is dead.
It's not the first time, brother. It's okay. It's not the first time.
But Omos, I just wanted to say, first of all, he is the nicest guy ever. So give it up to Omos. That's right. How you doing, dude? How are you getting on? How's your weekend?
My weekend's been phenomenal. How about yours?
Mine's been good. I'm slowly losing my voice because it's not even from wrestling shows. I do too much content. I love the content so much that I've lost my voice. But can I tell them that you're a big fan of WhatCulture? Can I say that out loud?
Absolutely.
Omos is a big fan of WhatCulture.
So that means all of you have to subscribe to WhatCulture. Is that right? All right.
We're going to clip that and we're going to put it anywhere. But genuinely, just how's life in general? How are you getting on? How's Vegas when you're going back? All those things.
Oh, life is great. Life is great. It's amazing. I'm just happy to be WrestleMania.
Oh, there you go. Isn't he the best? I really like you, Omos. And I want to point out too, we did an interview a couple of years ago. It just talks to you like a real human being. He's nice, no nonsense, and he was just such a kind person. And my favorite thing is kind, nice people.
Oh, thank you.
Now I am about to say something you're not going to like.
All right, go ahead.
Okay? No, it's something we've already talked about today. But I've had a moment, and I wanted to share it on Ups and Downs.
Okay.
And I love the fact I get to do it next to you, because one day maybe this is how it can end, you see.
Okay,
all
right.
Bless my friend here, Omos. We had a quick chat earlier, and he was like, Simon, why do you wrestle? Why do you put your body through such pain? And my retort to him was, well, you do it, and he pointed out no one knocks his on his ass. Look at him. And you are right.
Yes.
However, watching WrestleMania over these 2 nights, I lied, this is the second time I'm going to be serious. I got pretty damn inspired. I felt warm and fuzzy in my tum-tum. And I thought, so what I did is, you see, I did a tweet. I don't usually do tweets like this, and I put this out there into the world. And because manifestation, I can't say that word, because manifestation, still can't say it, is important in 2025, I thought I would do it. I love the fact, it's even better that you're here. So here is what I want to do, and I'm going to need every single person here to help me do it. I understand it's a dream, I understand it couldn't happen, but somebody said, I think it was CM Punk said, if your dreams don't scare you, what the flub is the point of having dreams?
That's true. That's true.
He didn't say flub, he used that.
Give it PG.
Yeah, give it PG. That's right. So, into the camera, this is what I'm going to do. Within 12 months' time, I'm not saying a contract, I'm not saying full time, but Simon Miller is going to debut his ass on a major wrestling promotion in the United States of America. Thank you. Genuinely. Thank you. And we... Sorry?
You're hooked.
I am, yeah.
I see it in your eyes.
But now, because you're here, my secondary dream is I'm going to be on Raw against you, and you're going to beat me in 2 seconds flat. Because let's face it, if we're going to keep this believable, that's what's going to happen. You could just punch me, I'll go down. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Awesome, Omos, shake my hand. Give it up for Omos, everybody. The best dude. Right. Or I can be like your annoying manager that jumps around you. I could do that too. Both these things are good. All right. Who wants to get into it properly, eh? Let's do it. Because WrestleMania Night 2 is in the books. But we don't know if it's any good or not. And do you want to know why? But, I mean, technically, there's a different part to it. It's because we haven't done the ups and downs. So it's time to take the finger of power and give the good bits an up. And the bad bits are down. It's a stupid concept for a show, but that's what we do. What was the first match, my friends? Shout it out. That's right. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Bianca Belair for the WWE Super Duper Women's Championship. Somebody who shouted out best match of the weekend. Was you?
100% best match of the weekend.
100% best match of the weekend. So here's an annoying thing that I do. I don't compare. Because comparison is the thief of joy. Are you out of here, bro? Omos. Honestly, genuinely, man. Thank you so much for being so cool. Give it up for Omos. Dude. Give it up for Omos. A lovely guy. Genuinely. I love kind people and he is the best. And he supports our stupid content, which makes him even better. I appreciate you, bro. You take care. Everyone move out the way for Omos too. Like, come on now. One last noise for that man. Right, so Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. I thought this match was bloody fantastic. We agree? We agree, people out there? Honestly. Well, we will get to the golden ups. Do not worry. I'm going to have to ask your permission, you see, but we'll just put that out there as a tease. Okay? Here's the deal. This is why I think it was really cool to end night 1 with a triple threat match and start night 2 with a triple threat match, because they were completely different. And this was my big thing with yesterday. One of the big criticisms, and again, you're allowed your opinion, whatever it is, it's totally cool, is that maybe day 1 didn't feel like a WrestleMania. The reason I liked it so much is because we held stuff back. And that allowed that main event to be just, well, the main event. The biggest and most exciting thing on the show. But it was very story-based, very narrative-based, very character-based. Where those 3 women out there, oh my gosh, they did the complete opposite. It was just move, reversal, up here, down there, smacking each other in the face. And when they started to do the whole, you hit your finish, I hit my finish, then you hit my finish, then I'm on the top rope, we'll hit another finish. I genuinely didn't know who was going to win. It had such good jeopardy. It was so fun to watch. And by the end of it, I was like, I don't even give a damn. Any 3 of them can walk away with it, and I would have been sports entertained. And even though that's a stupid term, I like it. I like the term sports entertainment. Now, I do believe, bear with me, I do believe it's golden up worthy, but I introduced a dumb rule, and we can get rid of it because, again, you were in charge tonight, where I said only 1 golden up a show. Maybe I have another golden up. I don't know. But are we happy just to break rules, right? And give as many golden ups as we want? All right. Just searching my tum-tum here. Give me 1 second. You know what? It deserves it. Give it a golden up. It does. It does deserve it. It deserves it. And of course, Io Sky retained. All right, I want honesty. Don't upset your mothers. I said this yesterday. Who had Io Sky retaining for real? You did. You actually did. You did. You did. You did. You did. You did. This guy did. He's so far back and he did. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I didn't even know who was going to walk away with it, but no, it's a fantastic match. The finish, Io Sky does the moonsault onto a pile of bodies. She pinned Rhea Ripley, right? That's interesting. She gets a 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair. I would actually say if you only had time to watch maybe 3-4 matches for the entire weekend, this arguably could be number one, and you wouldn't make a mistake watching it. It was brilliant. And then we moved on to match 2. Now, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, the Sin City Street Fight. I was into this within around about 82 seconds. Because Drew McIntyre comes out, I presume it was an ad tie and I couldn't tell, but the Doom guy is there. Who doesn't love Doom? Does anyone not like Doom? Does anyone not know what Doom is? Do you know what? It's a video game. Excuse me, it's Flub. What the Flub is Doom? It's very simple. Doom is a video game. It's really good. You get a gun and you go poo poo and you shoot things, and he wears a helmet, but he's got a character, but he don't talk. And sometimes he stops other people from talking. Sound good? Awesome. Hey, what? It sounds like Halo. Halo came out years after Doom. For goodness sake. Right. Don't boo him. Don't boo him. Don't boo him. There is a new rule, though. If you do not have very good video game logic or knowledge, you have to leave. No, you don't have to leave. You don't have to leave. We are nerds. We're only wrestling nerds. But it then got topped because Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest essentially came out to Slayer. It was just Kerry King. This was the coolest damn entrance I've ever seen in my life. It's just Damian Priest. Maybe Damian Priest will hear this one day. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit in love with Damian Priest. I don't even care. There's just something about him, and he comes out just being the most badass dude ever. And I thought this match was great. Honestly, if you needed a match to come after that triple threat match, 2 people just clanging and bagging and trying to wreck each other, go back and watch the Future Shock DDT that Drew did to Damian on Simba the Steel Steps. They ain't faking nothing. He just, oh man, it was crazy. And that finish, hot damn on a Sunday. Seriously, he like stuck the chair into Team the Turnbuckle and he just claymored him in the head. There was no like, oh man, let's do some wrestling. It was like, no, I'm going to claymore you in the head. I just think these two work really well together. I was a massive fan leading into it because it had story. This goes all the way back to WrestleMania 40. Admittedly, once again, honesty. Did anybody think Damian Priest was going to win? No, oh wow. Oh, Mr. 2+2 equals potato did. I appreciate that merchandise money, sir. Did you genuinely think? I'm sorry, but I think the cool thing about this match, it kind of shows where we are with new WWE. There's so many main eventers. So if he had one, you wouldn't have been like, I can't believe that happened. But given there was a street fight and they had some bells and whistles, I don't know about you guys, I'm giving it up. Yeah. Hell yeah. Did anybody not like it? Anybody not like it? Anybody not like it? Anybody want to get on? He tweeted again. Oh, he did do the. I did the tweet again. So Drew McIntyre did the board at work tweet again. Because I'm a nerd, I looked at the engagement numbers. It had done 230,000 likes. I do believe people enjoy Drew McIntyre's social media game. But by this stage, I was just locked into WrestleMania. I thought it was great. Although what the flub was match 3? No, it wasn't Randy. No, it wasn't Randy. It was the 4-way. It was. Oh, good to see you again. It was the 4-way. What a wonderful world we live in. That's right. Dirty Dom, who's done nothing to become a babyface, but now we all love him deep down. Seriously, the thing with this, I think this is true. Once again, I think we'll make some noise, just if you agree with my statement. I think Dominic Mysterio winning the Intercontinental title got the biggest pop of the night, right? What's happening? He's gone opposite Batman. So it's usually you die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. And he has gone, hang on, I can't do this now. You either die a hero or live long, no, the other way around. You die a villain. You know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Listen, I'm very tired, and I've had 5 hours sleep in 5 days. Look at my face. I'm like a melting wax candle here, but we're still going. But I just thought, again, this was brilliant. And the reason I liked it a lot is we did all the stuff with Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. The Judgment Day are as good as broken up. I don't really see how you reconnect them again. But Penta had the win, and Carlito was pulling people out of the ring. That Braun Breaker spear between Al and the announce tables. Oh my gosh, that was totally nuts too. Do you know what? I do struggle with Braun Breaker, because when he was shown on the screen, when he was arriving, everybody does that, but at first it sounds like boo, boo. And And because I'm a nerd, I'm like, why are they booing Braun? And I felt sorry for him, then I realized everybody was barking. But just Dominic Mysterio, I mean, I don't want to be that guy, and I don't care, but it was exactly the same finish as the first match. But he's up on the ropes, he hits the frog splash onto Finn Balor, he gets the 1, 2, 3. I just thought this is the thing that I get worried about when it comes to wrestling. Sometimes people are like, well, that's too obvious. We can't do the obvious thing. I thought most of us assumed that Dom was going to pin Finn to become the IC champion. Imagine we hadn't have done it just because it was obvious. That's like going to a romantic comedy and the two get together at the end, like, well, that was bullshit. It's like, I wanted him to stab her in the head, or vice versa. Why didn't this turn into a random horror movie? BS to that, man. Sorry to the children that may be here, but you shouldn't be here. It's a bar. You should leave. Don't leave. Stay. I'm a very insecure man. If you walk away, I think it's me. But no, honestly, I just think sometimes, give me what I want. It's nice and simple. Because, like, listen, you're all here because you like positive wrestling, right? And you want me to be positive. Sometimes I assume people go, no, be negative. On the internet they think this, but in real life we don't. So I also think it's a wonderful story. SummerSlam 2020 was Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. Is that correct? Yes. And here we are essentially 5 years on. And he's not only has become the IC champ, he's improved immensely. He's sort of come into his own. He doesn't even though he called himself Dominic Mysterio, you don't even think about Rey Mysterio really. Obviously you have the connection there. That is an incredible half a decade, and it's just made me happy. I get it, he's a bad guy, but not really, because let's be nerds, right?
He turned heel so many times he went face.
He turned heel so many times he went face. That is true, because the SummerSlam last year, he did a double heel turn. He turned heel after he was a heel. So, he did. He was a heel. You never go double heel. That's right. He was, because he kissed Liv Morgan, but he was already a bad. It's very strange. If you've never watched wrestling before, you were probably really, really confused, but it's fine. But this one is super easy for me. We don't even need to do a poll. It gets an up, man. It's such a cool experience. Yeah. That's right. We do this. This is what we've done. Well, we can't do this. That means, yes, Brian Danielson. So now we've turned it into like a poke, where you walk around like a poke Andy Murray here like this for some reason. Give it up for Andy Murray. Oh, I was saving Phil. I had a whole speech for Phil. That's like the best man at a wedding about to speak, and you just turn up and go, oh, well, the husband and wife, I love you so much. Give it up for Phil. Phil's the best. Give it up for Phil. Yes. I'll give you my speech later, Phil. We'll do it in person. It will be fine. Right, I've totally lost. What was match 4? Was it Randy Orton? Right, oh my gosh. So, listen, this is a great thing for me, because what happened in October 2023? I debuted on TNA and I fought Joe Hendry. And yeah, look, Joe Hendry whipped my ass, all right? He beat me, doesn't matter. Honestly, Randy Orton comes out, I convinced myself it was Rusev, right? If you've watched this show for a long time, you know I'm kind of obsessed with Rusev / Miro. I then got to have a chat with him backstage. It's not Rusev Day. No, it's not. That's the point. It's not. I then got to have a chat with him backstage at AEW, and that was it. He became the best person ever. So I convinced myself it was going to be him. When Joe Hendry's music hit, and you can ask the guys, I had an out-of-body experience. I couldn't, ironically, believe that he had done this. I couldn't get it through my head because, look, Joe has worked his ass off for ages, but given that we run in similar circles, I've seen it, I've talked to him a lot, you know, I've kind of known him for about 10 years, probably, maybe a little bit less than. When I first started wrestling, can I tell this story? Yeah, I'll tell the story. But Joe would give me advice that he didn't have to give me. So my very first wrestling show, I debuted, got a wonderful reaction in Newcastle, United Kingdom. And when I went to sell Newcastle, yeah. And when I went to sell my merchandise, as you do, like a proper pro wrestler, actually this couldn't have been the first one because I was too scared. I thought people were going to be mad at me. So 3 or 4 matches in, I went to sell my merch, and everyone was selling $30, $30, $30. So I thought, well, I'll sell it for $20. I'm the new one. You know, I don't want to look like I think I'm Billy Big Boots. Joe took me to one side, and I knew Joe with a handshake at this point. He went, Simon, there were some big names. Everybody thinks you're trying to undercut them. You need to put your prices up. He didn't need to do that. He's also going to hate I told that story. So use a Men in Black flashy thingy and erase it from your brains. I didn't tell you that. Imagine that happened in the movie. What a crappy part of the movie. Anyway, when it happened and he came out, I was stunned. Like I had no emotion for a while because how has he done this? I mean, in a good way. Imagine I told you, like I told you about the manifestation thing, right? Even if I literally am a enhancement talent on Raw and Omos kills me, I'd be the happiest man ever. I'm already pretty much up there, but I would be the happiest man ever. Imagine I told you, oh no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a surprise debutante in the Royal Rumble, and then I'm going to do it again at WrestleMania. Do you know what you would do? Probably this lovely man in the hat. He'd come up and he'd punch me in the face. He'd be like, don't you lie to me. Like, we only have a certain amount of time on this life on this time. Don't take away these precious minutes. That is what Joe Hendry did. Now, of course, social media, it's like anything. You're going to like things, you're going to hate things. Some people said, oh, we shouldn't have done this, and we jobbed out the TNA champion. I don't give a crap about no promotions. I don't give a crap about no belts. I care about the human being. I care about experiences, and I care about moments. And Joe Hendry has had two of the greatest moments you could ever hope for in a WWE setting when you first arrive. So I thought this was absolutely brilliant. I think Randy Orton... I'm still ranting. I think Randy Orton played this perfectly. He put him over, even though it was like a 3-minute match, by doing little things. And Joe Hendry's a made man. I have no idea when he's allowed to jump across. I know that TNA and WWE have the relationship. I can only imagine that within a year's time, he will be a regular of the roster. And even though he does not need my pride, I'll be crazy proud of him because he's put in the work. And this is what wrestling is all about, right? It's about having that outer body experience, even though it's nothing to do with you. It almost feels like you're a part of it, and this is why I was talking about earlier. We are going to break my rule. It doesn't just get an up, it absolutely gets a going up. I thought it was brilliant. You can chant it, you don't have to chant it. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. Some people just don't want to do it. Now, don't you tell me to point my finger in a specific direction. I've had a long day. You're going to have to remind, I forgot when the next match was too. Was it the tag match next, or I jumped a gun? AJ, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. So, let me, you went to the bathroom. If you got to go, you got to go. So, here's the thing with AJ Styles and Logan Paul. I don't mean to, I'm going to lower the tone a little bit, you'll have to forgive me. And you'll have to disagree with me because of course you are. I'm a bit worried about wrestling critiques going forward in the future. Because I happened to tweet after Logan Paul had won that I was sad for AJ Styles. And I meant this because I'm a big AJ Styles fan and I don't like Logan Paul. And what did somebody reply to me? They replied to me and said, excuse me, Simon Miller, it was the older guy putting the young guy over. I was like, Mother Hubbard, I'm not talking about backstage nonsense. I'm talking about my fandom. I love AJ Styles. I'm not particularly a big fan of Logan Paul, but you're allowed to be. And listen, we have to remove the personal stuff a little bit, because I don't want to be that guy. There's a lot of wrestlers that have done a lot of bad stuff, and if we start including all of that, you can't like anyone. But at the same time, in no world, in no universe, no matter where I go, no matter what plane, it could be 2025 or 2072, did I want to see AJ Styles lose to Logan Paul at WrestleMania 41. And I will also say, and I will bow to your opinion on this one, like the match was basically fine, right? Like, did anyone really love it? Did anyone sort of do backflips and feel good? It was but there's nothing wrong with it being a Logan Paul match, but it was like fine. Hang on, Adam Wilborn's here, come on.
I love Karrion Kross.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. The Karrion Kross stuff was good. And I appreciate you saying that, I would have forgotten. The Karrion Kross stuff is getting it up. Because now I think, yeah, Adam, why aren't you just sitting down? Why are you I didn't know you were there. You should have come in.
Marking out like the rest of them.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. The Karrion Kross stuff gets an up, because I'll take a Karrion Kross AJ Styles program, but it didn't really feel like a way to distract AJ Styles. He just got in the ring, got punched, right here with the pulverizer. Imagine I started calling a move, the Miller, give me something quick, someone. The Miller Mate. What? Miller Lite. We can't call it Miller Lite, bro. Do you know how quickly people be on the phone? I used to have a t-shirt I made, right, years and years ago. It was Miller, but I put the M of the, so I took the WWE W and I flipped it with the M. Do you know how quickly it took them to email me and said, nope, cease and desist, 3 days. Do you know how many t-shirts I had sold? None. Who told them? Somebody stooged me out. I bet it was Joe Hendry. No, it was Joe Hendry. Why would it be Joe Hendry? It makes no sense whatsoever. But no, I don't mean to bring down the tone, but is anyone going to watch this match again? And listen, I don't mean that in a bad way. You can have talented wrestlers that sometimes just put on a match where you're like, okay, it existed, it was fine. So I do believe we have to give it a down. I think so, yeah. No, not a brown down. No, come on now. Also, actually, while you're all here, you did this. I wanted to call it the frown down. I didn't want to have a potty mouth show. Do you know how many messages I got? You've got to call it, excuse my language, the shit down. That's what brown down means if you don't know. I'm not giving it a brown down. It was still a competent wrestling match. I just didn't feel it lived up to my expectations. So I do apologize. I am going to give it a down. But AJ Styles is still one of my favorite wrestlers ever. I love AJ Styles, so that's okay. We then move on to the tag team match for the women's titles. How nerdy would you like me to be? Hands up if you want me to be really nerdy. Nerdy. Hands up if you don't want me to be nerdy at all. All right, we're going nerd. Okay, so I'm not going to give this an up or down. But if one was to sit down in a professional capacity, you could make the point it's a bit strange that Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria, who have never tagged together before, very easily beat the tag team champions. I'm not saying that, but if you're on Reddit right now, maybe you're saying that. But I think, once again, this comes down, okay, nobody needs my sympathy. Who the hell am I? I really hope this leads to something big with Bayley. I think doing this to Bayley was a little bit lame, for lack of a better term, but if it moves into something like a Becky Lynch-Bayley feud, with Bayley as the heel, well, that's pretty damn good. And you could do something with that, and you could do it at SummerSlam, exactly. I like that a lot. And the match, I actually thought was super duper fun, to be completely honest with you. The Becky Lynch pop was awesome. It was not as big as Dominic Mysterio's Intercontinental title win. Do you think it was bigger than Joe Hendry's? Who was bigger, Joe Hendry or Becky Lynch? Just make noise. I love crowds so much. Whose pop was bigger, Joe Hendry's or Becky Lynch? What does someone say? Dominic. You got like Steve Austin. Oh, we're going to talk about old Steve. Don't you worry about me. Or drunk Steve, as we should call him. But I just thought this match, I just think everybody in it is so good. I mean, I guess if I was going to have a minor criticism, I prefer Liv Morgan when she's on the offensive. And when she took on Rhea Ripley and Becky, she sort of cowers away, and she's so good at it. But I think ever since she'd been in that tag team, she was really on the front foot against Bianca and Jade. And for me especially, that's when a light bulb went off. I was like, oh my gosh, Liv Morgan's brilliant. And Liv Morgan has taken her 2024, and she's made it work. I understand it ties into the story of the match, it ties into the story of the past. It doesn't even matter, that's just a side-by-side thing. I just thought, honestly, I was just so entertained. I had such a good time. Obviously, Becky and Lyra were going to win. I didn't think they were going to do it the other way. As long as we get those belts back on Liv and Raquel soon, because I think that Lyra, Bayley, and Becky can now spin off to something with the Intercontinental title, then we'll be all good. So I think I'll give it an up, right? With that said, if anybody watches my show a lot, it does bother me just a little bit that the Intercontinental champion is now also the tag team champion, where we could spread the wealth. I like spreading the wealth, but she's very good. Lyra Valkyria. She's very, very good. She's awesome. But I think this and then the Austin thing served to set us up for the main event. Has everybody seen the Steve Austin clips by now? I mean, listen, when that glass broke, I leapt out of my chair. I can't help it. It's like a condition. It's the best thing ever. But not only did he miss the rampway he was meant to drive up to before he drove down the aisleway, he then crashed into an LED board and apparently may have hurt somebody. Now listen, that person's going to be okay. They're also going to get free WWE tickets for life, and they would have got a bunch of merchandise. But none of this is going to get an up or down because it's just an attendance reveal. And I love getting the Austin pop. I can have that till the day I die. Was anyone else just a bit like, why are we getting Austin to do this? Didn't Austin not feel above doing an attendance thing? Was that just me? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Sorry, that?
It was a lower expectation for the main event.
You're right, because somebody, this board a-hole, had made a ridiculous fantasy. There is no cheap pop when it comes to Steve Austin. No, that's a deep pop. That's a tum-tum pop. That's a life-changing pop. So when I watch wrestling shows these days, I'm a bit weird. I like to take in what other people are doing. When Steve Austin comes out, this guy loses his mind. I love a Steve Austin pop. I've totally lost my train of thought now, so I don't know what I was talking about. Let's just talk about the main event. Some people are booing. Some people are booing. That guy's got an iPad, I think. Hello, Mr. iPad. Good to see you. 17. Hey, listen. So, you know I love you all very deeply, yes? There's people, obviously, in the casinos right now who are just hearing you chant 17. They don't know what that means. We do not want to go to jail and get arrested, okay? Although, there you go, 21, chant 21. Actually, we almost did get arrested at WrestleMania 39 in a very similar situation to this, because people were so mad that Cody Rhodes had lost, they came on ups and downs and they rioted. That's what they did. And a security man came to me and he said, listen, I understand it's not you, but you technically, by the letter of the law, are the ringleader. So unless you can lead them to the parking lot, you'll be going to prison. And I said to Phil, it's pretty good content, I'll go to prison, isn't it? And the guy was like, no, you'll be there for like a day. I went, no, I don't want to go to prison. And we just went to the parking lot. But now, maybe it's because we're indoors, but you guys seem pretty docile, so I don't think we hate it that much. But, oh, it's not browned out, my gosh, goodness. But what are we mad about here? Are we mad about the fact that John Cena won? Or the fact, or the fact that somebody didn't turn up? Right, that's what, so we'll get there, John Cena comes out, I love this, it's the most, I enjoy it, I'm not saying a bad thing, but it's the most sort of like 15-year-old theatre thing ever. So what's everybody else done on their test? Oh, they made it bright and colourful, and they've got cars and motorbikes. What should we do? Nothing. We should do nothing. And then the teacher goes, why did you do nothing? You're like, cinema, aura, live show charisma. It's my favourite new one, live show charisma. That's an insult. In your real life, you have no charisma, but our live show loads. So essentially, John Cena comes out to his name on a black Titantron. That's brilliant, right? That's brilliant. It's so good. And it actually does tie into what could be a get out of jail free card, because what did he tell us on Raw? We get nothing. It's like my parents tell me all the time, Simon, you get nothing. And I go home with tears in my eyes. But John Cena did say that. Cody Rhodes then came out to motorbikes, and it was fun, and it was good. But as always, if wrestling is taken as legit, Cody had gone, I know how to get in John Cena's head. Motorbikes. So maybe it worked. Obviously, the story early on was that John Cena can't wrestle. Cody Rhodes is the better wrestler. But when John Cena took over, do you know what John Cena decided to do? I am going to be a 1987's big guy heel. This was flubbing excellent. He punched, he kicked, he did a double axe handle. He punched, he kicked, he did a double axe handle. He punched. I was going totally nuts. This was brilliant, and it's an inspiration to all professional wrestlers around the world. You could be a dickhead and do absolutely nothing. It was so good. Now obviously eventually it picks up. We got loads of AAs, my gosh. And we got STFUs and we got Crossroads. But then of course eventually the referee gets knocked out. Can you believe it? The referee got knocked out. And can you, well, it gets even crazier. They carried the match on. Why did they do it? There was no official. Who was officiating? And then, you're not gonna believe this, guys. Cody hit the Crossroads, and did you count? I got to like 12. But why didn't he win? Because there was no referee. I've never seen this before in professional wrestling. Now at this stage, what were we all thinking? Here comes The Rock. Well, you're all idiots. And so am I. Doink the Clown would have been good. I was shouting for Repo Man, of course. You never know. I really wanted Repo Man to be Randy Orton's special performance. Repo Man is the best. But he was here this weekend actually. And I shook his hand, and do you know what he said to me? Because I did an interview years ago. He went, oh, it's the guy that loves Repo Man. Yeah! That's what Barry Darsow said, so I win. So, The Rock didn't come out, but somebody's music hit, and I would implore you all this evening, before you go to bed, do some responsible gambling, have a drink at the bar, and then re-watch Travis Scott's entrance. We all definitely thought it was The Rock. That was a Dominic Mysterio winning the IC title pop. Everybody went crazy, and then everybody went silent when we realized it's hip-hop award-winning artist Travis Scott. And he's got a hardcore title. It's so strange. Just take a minute to listen to the words I'm telling you, okay? In a Cody Rhodes versus bad guy John Cena WWE title match, Travis Scott decided, I think I'll take a break from touring to help my friend John. Now, even at this stage, I still thought The Rock was going to come out, right? I thought it was going to be like last year, when we send in the troops, we send in the clowns, we send in individuals after individuals. I do want to point out, why does Cody Rhodes have no friends? No one came out to help Cody. Jey Uso, you should be ashamed of yourself. You didn't help Cody. He's drunk. So, Steve Austin was drunk, he turned up. It's fine. Who's drunk here right now? There you go, Adam Wilborn was drunk, and he turned up. Adam Wilborn was so drunk, he stood on the wrong side of the barrier. So, the point is this, The Rock did not turn up. So, let's get to the finish first. Obviously, Travis Scott breaks up the pin. Cody Rhodes has the match won for the second time. Travis Scott pulls the referee out, which is WWE's favorite finish. We've been doing this for years, but it gets a pop every time, so I understand. Cody then gives him a real crossroads. Once again, go and watch this clip. Travis Scott's nose goes right into the floor and explodes. It was a receipt. Good use of insider terms, my friends. I like it. And we can do that now because Triple H loves to say about that all the time. Heel, babyface, receipts. What else have we got? I can't shoot, work, anymore. Color, that's one. Kayfabe, thank you very much. Anyone just want to do this game, memory game? No, we won't do that. Or it's not a wrestling term, it's a nerd term. It's totally different. And then John Cena has the title because he stuck up behind Cody. They then struggle over it a little bit. And what did John Cena do? He booted Cody Rhodes right in his testicles. It's a good thing he already has a daughter. Maybe he can't have a kid now. And then John Cena proceeds to hit another AA, wasn't it, I do believe. And he hit a super AA before this as well. And we got the 1, and we got the 2. And who thought Cody was going to kick out? I did. And do you want to know why I thought Cody was going to kick out? Because I too expected The Rock. The referee then counted 3. John Cena has just broken the record. He is a 17-time world champion. Spicy. No! 21! But the point is, Cody Rhodes has lost his championship after a year, just over. John Cena is the brand new heel champion. And what was the first thing that he did? He celebrated with Travis Scott. It was a very strange thing. I still thought The Rock was going to come out. And he didn't, right? We all thought that. And he didn't. John Cena then put the title the wrong way around on purpose. And he left. And do you want to know what everyone did? Maybe some people you did it too. Throughout this whole match, they booed Cody Rhodes and they cheered John Cena. Which was very, very interesting. Although I do understand that, right? That was the fun thing to do. Like, I love Cody Rhodes once again. I think he's awesome. But I think a lot of you were like, this is John Cena's last WrestleMania. We're WrestleMania group. It happened tomorrow as well. You cheer the bad guy, boo the good guy. But John Cena also transcends things. I don't think it's a problem. I used to get messages all the time, Simon, we can't do this. What if Cody gets booed? Cody's a professional, man. Remember we did on SmackDown when he turned them using his promo? You weren't able to do that here. It was fun for the match. I don't think it's going to change anything. And then John Cena stood there, does a little smile, little cheeky smile, and he leaves, and the show goes off air. And do you know what I heard someone down the end of the row say? I think they were quite young, maybe 14, 15. They turned to, I presume was their parents, they said, oh, I'm sure The Rock's going to come out. And the mum had to be like, I'm pretty sure the show is over. And do you want to know why she said that? Because the show was over. So, it leaves us in a very precarious position. Because again, John Cena did tell us we get nothing. He said that. And what did we get? Nothing. We didn't get it. But here's the thing. You can say that. But I can tell you, my friend, I can say to you, I'm going to buy you 42 drinks tonight. And you're excited. And then I'm going to give them to you. Now you're sad. You see? You get nothing. Because I'm going to go heel on your ass. So, I'm going to give the match an up. Because I was just so entertained by a bad guy, John Cena, from 1987. Honestly, I think Cody is great. I think Cody is wonderful. And I advocated for this to be the way for John Cena to break the record. Again, imagine I told you a few years ago, around sort of 2022, that John Cena would do this as a bad guy. You'd be so like, son, why are you lying to me? Why would you do this to me? Why are you dragging me through the ground? But this is the best thing. We did this last time. I'm going to do it again here too. I don't have to make this decision because you're going to make it for me. So, given the fact The Rock was not at WrestleMania 41, does he get an up? Or does he get it down? Well, my fault. I didn't do it. I will say this. I think it comes from a place of love. We wanted to see Dwayne Johnson. We like Dwayne Johnson. We're upset that we didn't see Dwayne Johnson. But listen, man, I'm the man of the people. So the fact that happened is getting it down. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. I am sorry. That did bring us to the end of WrestleMania. So I guess it did kind of end on a downer, really, which is interesting. I respect the bravery of it, for lack of a better term, because WrestleMania usually ends on like a happy, warm and fuzzy in your tum-tum note. What do we think of both nights overall? We happy with it? We enjoy WrestleMania? Yeah. Because I think the kind of way that I think I'm going to sum it up, and I need a few days to really go over this, is I don't think there'll ever be a WrestleMania I sit down and watch from start to finish. But there'll be specific matches that I'll probably watch a lot. And I actually think that two main events were really good in different ways, and I respect the way that WWE approached that. So, even despite some flaws that we have touched on, of course night 2 is going to get it up. It was a good show, I had a good time, and listen, how could I hate anything on a WrestleMania day when it has brought us all together like this? Isn't it nice? Isn't the wrestling community, apart from the craze on the internet, really special? I think so, because we get to enjoy it together, we get to come here, and because it's Vegas, you can stay up all night getting wasted, should you wish. And you can gamble all your money away, but don't do that, because remember, be responsible adults. How you doing, dude? You good? You got wonderful hair. Unlike me, who's no, I don't. Don't lie to me. You've got wonderful hair too. Don't do. If I turned around and you were bald, that would be fine. I can't believe it. I can't. That just feels like a diss. It just feels like a diss. No, but here is the deal. I think we probably should give a rating for WrestleMania overall, right? And I think we're going to give it an up, aren't we? I mean, absolutely. Yeah. I really had a good time, and it's been certainly special doing it here in Vegas. And I know I said that yesterday, but I'm sure we have some people from yesterday. I'm sure we have some new people here too. Wrestling is there to entertain us, right? Wrestling is meant to distract you from your problems, from your issues. So even when it does go bad, it doesn't matter. We can move on. Even if we do yell about the fact that Rock hasn't been there, awesome. We forget about that family problem, that bill, that relationship that we can't sort out. So what I want to focus on is the fact that all you absolutely lovely individuals left a building. You didn't just find me on the street as I'm potentially getting arrested. You came here and you have given me this awesome thing that, thanks to modern technology, I have filmed right here in the camera and I can remember forever. No. Phil is not a camera. Don't reduce him to that. He's a man with feelings. However, you should get up for Phil, because Phil makes it all happen. So give it up for Phil. Damn right. And give it up for all the WhatCulture guys. Because it's a team effort. It really is a team effort. Absolutely. But, more importantly, in the corniest line ever, but man, do I mean it, give it up for yourselves. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Is that not just the most, not so much that one. I was going to say, for ourselves would be a lovely chant you could say to yourself when you wake up every day to make it for myself. I wouldn't advise waking up going, man, I'm awesome. You can do whatever works. You are awesome, my friend. I don't know who said that, but you're awesome. Well, you've got good hair too. Go away, for goodness sake. So here is the deal. I'm going to throw this in here because I'm not very good at doing this stuff. Phil and I had a chat. I am manifesting it. Next year I won't be here because I'll be in a flippin' show. All right? That's all we're going to do. But now, go and gamble. Go enjoy some drinks. Take care of yourself. We will probably be over there. We will stand here for as long as it takes. You can take pictures with all of us. If you just want to flub off, you can do that too. But thank you so much for making this a very special weekend. And we'll see you soon.